Hey, Rick.
What up, gangsters?
It's Kimmy and Desi and Cam. Just call us KDK, we be lit every day. You might as well go and follow the gram. We drop every week, so you better subscribe. Since you here, you might as well leave a like. This is our video, go make some cereal. Kick back and tune into our lives.
Hey, stop. Like, go upstairs.
Bye.
They go upstairs. Stop. Stop. Like,
Fire.
It is all. She's spooky. Cut the camera. What up, gangsters? Oh, you gotta be careful because this won't fall over.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the door open. It's beach.
Get me out in this bitch. And
This is episode 3. 4. Girl, I just didn't upload episode 3.
oh,
Episode 4 of season 2.
are we even rolling? Or I feel like we should go in order today.
What you mean?
Because the last question, you know, is like, or no, you think we should roll?
Okay, so no dice decision today. We're just gonna break the rules.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh no, I was just playing. Yeah, we can break the rules.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright.
Yo, you're fighting demons. Like,
Yo, no. Right. We're gonna go with what today.
Alright.
Number 1. Go ahead.
Is putting on relationship weight healthy?
I think it's healthy to a certain point.
I think it's healthy to a certain point.
Because technically, I guess I put on relationship weight. I definitely think it's healthy to a certain point. I think if you start getting obese, then you should probably stop. But sometimes people also get into a relationship and lose weight. And I'm not talking about the toxic relationship weight loss, because I've also done that too. But the let's get healthy together type thing. That's okay. That's definitely okay. And putting on weight because you're fed, happy, properly taken care of is also okay. But don't let it get to a certain point where you can't control yourself, or where you're no longer happy with the way you look, or whatever it is. How do you feel about
Her. Her, you ain't that shit up. You ain't that shit. I don't have my f***ing ring on. I think putting on relationship weight, yeah, I feel like because since you brought up the whole like losing weight because of toxic, I'm not saying it's solely like your eating habits solely, you know, what's it called, represents your relationship, but I think it's a good indicator. I think it's a good indicator, because what is the first thing that happens when you just start like not feeling it? You stop eating. So
yeah,
you stop eating, so you lose weight.
You know, I don't understand stress eating. Don't get it. When I'm stressed, I choose not to eat.
I eat when I'm bored, not when I'm stressed. I think when I'm bored, because like what else is there to do? But yeah, I think it's an indicator, as in like you could tell where someone else is at. Like if she stopped eating, I'm really gonna be looking at her like she crazy. I'm gonna be looking at you like you crazy.
What did I do? Me?
Girl, you're a fat ass. I'm gonna say it. Like so for someone to stop her from eating, or for her to be like, oh, I can't do it today. Like, no, she eats more than the average human. So putting on weight completely, like where you don't see your feet, that's a problem right there. But yeah, I think
oh yeah, we're also talking about pregnancy too. Because me personally,
her personally,
no, you also personally, no babies are happening.
oh my yes, me personally, me.
Until my finger is stressed.
My ring is on. Put it back on.
I don't give a much you love that baby. You love your man. That's great.
my.
God forbid. Let's say like a cryptic pregnancy, because
You gotta be real unlucky. You gotta be real
The
unlucky.
baby's getting my last name. I made it.
Did you?
With a book.
Yeah, I mean.
Did you put on or?
Whoa, well, this the thing. This is the thing.
Oh yeah, it's the thing. Yeah. Because I know exactly what you're about to say. Because I actually noticed it in my damn self.
This is the thing. I only lost weight because
yeah.
Medication I was on just didn't allow me to eat. Like that's all it was. That is why.
She's a liar.
I mean, it could have been other reasons too. Yeah, I was in the hospital.
All I'm gonna say is, I noticed it. Whether you noticed it or not,
it's okay. We're not there.
She
anymore.
actually eats by herself now.
Yes, I'm in. Yes, I
had to attack her.
It's okay. Do it again.
Yeah, that was.
It's okay.
I had to attack her when she was with that bum. So
it's okay because now we're better and. I got a nigga. I got a nigga. He's actually over there.
Alright.
That's my thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, two.
Is our generation sensitive? Huh? Is our generation sensitivity okay, or has it gone too far? Would you like to go first? Yeah, you would.
Me. Sensitive. Generation. Okay, actually, one. I feel like the old heads calling our generation soft should just shut this. Just please stop that. I hate that because if y'all want to do something that our generation does or wish that your generation could do, y'all just blame it on. That's just what y'all do.
And then go do the
and then do the same
3,000
thing.
times
and
worse.
do the same thing. That's first thing. But me, I can say it if I want to. I feel like I think it's certain parts. I don't think as a whole our generation is sensitive. I feel like when it comes to certain things. But even with those certain things, I just be looking at them like it's not that serious. I feel like having a label on every little thing or bringing up every little thing is just uncalled for because life is meant to be lived, not to be
mandated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I understand putting a label on something for yourself so that you like know what it is and you have that what's it called? I don't know, void inside you, just complete. What's the word? Like I don't want to sound like ignorant or disrespectful. I'm just saying like having the word, having whatever it is identified, so you can then describe it or whatever the case may be. Okay, that's fine. But for you to throw it on somebody else, what something is, or to say that you have this, well, you are going through. Sorry.
Whoa.
Wait. Cut the cameras. When it comes to other people, that's all. When it comes to your own shit, go ahead.
Okay.
Would you like to go? Like,
I think it was necessary. And now it might not be. Just because y'all really do take it with every little thing without checking the backstory first. Yeah. That's what it is. You think it because you see it, that's what it is. And I've learned myself, not for like sensitive topics, but with dealing with other people, just because I see something one way doesn't mean it's that thing. For example, when me and her first became friends. The good old days.
Oh my god.
Me coming to her about something I noticed from her and her ignoring me, right? To the outside, that's, oh, why is she being disrespectful? I'm just gonna assume Des is disrespectful, she doesn't respect her friendships, and she can't talk about her issues, whatever. I knew that she had to be cracked open like a egg because nobody did this before. It wasn't her doing this out of disrespect. It was her doing this out of anxiety because it was the,
the good old days.
What I thought would begin here and then it would end here. And I don't know how she got from point A to point Q, but she got there.
Bye.
Every single time she got there. One day she explained to me her thought process from something that I said that I forgot I said. And it got to, you hate me. I said, so, check first. Like,
just check first.
Okay, so bringing in that whole older generation thing, the shit happened with Joe Budden and that episode of his podcast that got released, I saw hella old people. Mind you, it was only men because y'all are criminals. But older people saying, oh, people are taking this joke too sensitive, la la. Back in my day, this would have been fine, la la la. He admitted and joked about, so he did both, to taking off a condom in the middle of having sex with somebody.
No. That's
That's, y'all are being too sensitive. You're
but then abortion is illegal. Yeah,
so the niggas defending that, I'm just gonna assume you've done that, and I'm just gonna call you a rape. That's exactly what that is.
Yo, and you know how I am again. I'm not playing.
What?
I'm not playing. When it comes to, I'm not playing.
Like,
I'm not playing.
Yo, I was put in that situation myself.
No, that's crazy. Yeah,
No,
that's crazy.
he all like, oh, I said, you're gonna what? Let me just,
Corey, that's your man's? Like, you're tripping. You're loco. You're crazy. You're loco. Another thing with the generation thing, I think because it was there was no talking about nothing, and there's no getting help, and it goes straight from that to getting all the help in the world. I think our generation just didn't know the middle ground between that.
Oh yeah,
it's just a stretch, so the next generation might learn. Yeah. But the generation, I'm just looking at them now, they look like me.
Y'all overcorrected. Our parents overcorrected. That's what happened.
Yeah,
and that was bound to happen.
Yeah.
But I think that we're gonna go back to normal, or we're gonna go back to just the way it was before, because everybody keeps having kids without knowing how to have kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look so cute pregnant. Oh my god, I can't wait to post baby. You know that baby's gonna turn into a human, a full grown adult.
After that, you can never go back to the single life. You forever have someone to take care of. And depend on you.
So stop. Just stop it. And I get it, if abortion is not for you, I got it, okay? That's your take on life. If you don't believe in it, if you personally can't do it for yourself, but you don't care if other people do it, whatever it is. But please remember, you're growing an adult. You're raising an adult. You're not raising a kid. So yeah, our generation sensitivity is still needed, because people like to disregard pronouns and not believe their children and shit like that. So it's still,
even just the basics is hard for the older generation as well. So we definitely did need it, but it's like sometimes there's a stretch, and and that's another thing. Like, you can't get mad at somebody else for correcting someone else's like thought process. If someone does not believe that, then they don't believe that. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I mean, the perfect example. Well, we all know something's wrong with him, but he's clearly not gonna get help for it. But I'm not gonna sit there every single day and like, I think you have this, you need this, you need that. Like, we all know that person needs help, but it's like it's up to that person to get help. After that, it's done.
Yeah.
So leave it alone. The next one.
Yeah, third question. The quote is, men set the tone in a relationship while women determine it.
Yeah, I just heard this quote for the first time.
I mostly believe in this quote just because it tends to be the natural, I guess, behavior of men to want to lead, for the most part, lead. It can be taken in so many different ways, and for women to not follow. Follow is not the word.
Submit.
Oh God. Agree. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Say that.
So basically, disregarding the bitch like to have a facade for the first however long.
3 months.
If you're a narcissist, it could be longer because they just don't have their own personality. For the men that are pretty obvious, pretty not complicated, pretty out there, yes, they are more likely to just say what they want.
Hold on.
They are more likely to just say what they want, or you know, you can see a person for who they are right then and there. And then women just decide if they want to be a part of it, want to be a part of that life. Men will say, oh, I want you to be a part of my life, and women can agree to be a part of their life. That's kind of how that quote says to me. So, because all in all, well, me personally, I do want a partner that protects me, that is with me, that, you know, I feel safe with. And that could be because of my own trauma. But that would, I guess, I think it's still true. We definitely have gotten away from it in a way, because I'll be damned if you just think because you're a man I'm supposed to listen. You can go to hell. Because I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And if we gotta go with what I'm saying, we gonna go with what I'm saying. Because I'll be damned. But in a way, this is still true, and then it still could be human nature, quote unquote. So
I seen this girl. She has said something about she doesn't use the word shouldn't in her relationship, and in my mind, I'm like,
because you're telling somebody what they can and can't, or
so yeah, see, the shit. So when has that like worked out in a good way for you in a relationship? And I'm like, yeah, damn right. But to an extent, I mean,
there's a different way to deliver that.
Yeah, I think that
I would appreciate if you.
Yeah, because even with this other girl, she was saying about how like there's different ways of like, so instead of being like her and her boyfriend could be, they watch movies on Mondays, and they take turns watching movies or whatever. So because it's a routine that they watch movies on Mondays, instead of her being like, I don't want to watch a movie, let's do something else, she'd be like, she acknowledges the fact like, oh, like I really enjoyed watching this movie, but you know what would be fun? We could do this and that, because you're still acknowledging the fact that he did try to pick out a good movie whatever this week, and that she just wants to do something different this week, because they're just saying, I don't want to do this today.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, girl. What you said with it, like just the most, what word did you use? Not
human nature?
Yeah, human nature. So it's kind of, an example would be like marriage. Like 9 times out of 10, a man is the one that's getting on the ground.
That's a great point.
Yeah, and you're the one that says yes or no. So,
because women choose.
Women choose, yes. Even in the beginning, like when if a man asks you on a date, up to you say yes or no, and then when you get to know that person, it's like you can leave or you can deal with it. Do I agree? I agree to. Yeah, I do agree. It's just when I first heard it, I instantly thought of dominant and submissive, and I don't deal with that shit.
Yeah, that's what we're not gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying like, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong being submissive. I'm just saying like, don't put that. Please do not put that title on me, because I will naturally like do things with my boyfriend / husband, whatever the case may be, but do not ever say because you're my girlfriend, because you're my wife, you have to do this because I fucking said so. Like don't do that. Don't do that. It is kind of like I said, I just don't.
As a woman, you should.
No, I can't. Like, I'm naturally gonna do things because I want you. I want you like in my life. I'm gonna do things for you as my friend and my partner. But for you to be like, you should no. First of all, me telling my boyfriend what he has to do in a relationship, I have to keep telling you what the I'm not gonna be with you. Okay, I'm not gonna be with you. That's just me. I'm gonna say it in almost every podcast. There's nothing wrong with being submissive. Just me personally, that's just not gonna work out for me, because I look like just staying at home cooking and cleaning for you, and me losing my identity because I don't know. I think nothing else. No. It's okay. Like,
I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
I can understand why you would want to be a stay-at-home mom.
I definitely do.
This shit not happening.
Have you seen Vacation?
No.
It's a funny like family movie or whatever. And there's a part where the family goes to visit the dad's sister, and she's in like a traditional type of relationship. But they have a huge ass house. The man's the breadwinner or whatever, and the wife makes jokes about wanting to get a job so that she has purpose. He's like, no.
You know, maybe we'll take baby Cooper on a trip this summer.
Yeah, not to Wally World.
Oh, God, no.
Because that'd be stupid.
That'd be stupid. That'll be in Paris. Yes.
Wee! Wee! And then when we get back, I can maybe get a part-time job?
Well, not while there's breath in my body, sweetheart.
I will pay for everything. I will do everything for you. I just want you to, you know.
I don't give a fuck what you want.
Just, and it's a funny film, so this is just a certain part, but it was just like that. I was looking at her like, yo, she's literally crying for help. Like she's like, can I please get a job? When you come back, like, can I get a job?
My God.
He's like, not in a million years.
Can I? I'm gonna do it. But now that we're, you know, on the term of marriage and relationships, what? For
Wife material?
do you think you're?
Wife material?
She's not wife material. You step the fuck outside, you're not wife material. You can't cook like my mama cooks, you're not wife material. You can't clean up after me because I don't know how to do my own laundry. You're not.
No. Honestly, looking back at growing up,
You don't want kids?
it's the way how certain things were growing up. Like I had to do everyone's laundry, and I had to, like, the way certain things were, like, because my brothers did not know how to do laundry till we were what, like 16? No, not even. I think like 17.
Yeah, my brothers learned after me. Yeah.
The things that women are taught as like children are things that everyone should know. I know how to take the trash out. It's just I'm not doing it. But for men, it's like they're not doing any of it. We're doing it all. So
That's all you have to do, honestly.
And so wife material, I had this conversation with at work. But not specifically wife. I just asked him, I said, how would you treat your wife and how would you treat your girlfriend? He said, well, I would treat them the same. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like things would be a little bit different. I was like, well, you can't say that and not explain.
Right.
So I think he has said something about it kind of sounded the same. I think there was only like little tweaks here and there, but I basically then explained to him how certain things that I'm not doing with my boyfriend, I'm saving it for my husband, and like looking forward into things for marriage. And I think he ended up changing his ways for some of them. For some of them, not all of them, which is fine, you know, we're just here to share. But the wife material, and we had this discussion with because she was like, well, why do everything?
You should be doing
this for your boyfriend. But this is the thing. It's kind of like the saying of like putting all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. It kind of like, because I'm not, why would I show my boyfriend the whole goddamn world of what I am capable of, and we get married and it's just a piece of paper? Like, why would I do that? Like, why would you do? And I seen this TikTok, oh my god, on my way here, it was saying like the whole it's like people getting mad at me for a deadline of marriage. And
I'm sorry.
And I didn't like that word for some reason. I don't know
because
why.
it sounds like a force.
And no, because it sounds like force, and it sounds like an ultimames.
Yeah,
I don't like ultimatums personally.
Okay,
yeah, that's
but we're not
gonna be together for 10 years.
For 10 years.
I'm not, you know, that's that's crazy.
Yo.
No, I couldn't. No, we're done.
Like
we're done.
What?
Because that's commitment issues at that point. Like, where's it at? Like, why don't you
just stress me out?
No. Wife material. What is wife material to you?
First of all, I wanted to prove you. Until men start becoming good people, you don't need to be worried about what a woman can give you. Sorry. I guess if I were to have to put some definition to wife material, somebody that wants to be a wife. Because I know plenty of women who do not want to be married, who do not want to be in relationships, who do not want to deal with y'all. So they're not worried about what the hell you think. And they're not going to do what the hell you want. Even as a wife. I'm not... Just because you tell me something don't mean like...
I think with the word wife material, that goes into the roles. Because if you were to fit in those roles and meet the criteria of a wife, which would be cooking, cleaning, that shit, then be like, okay, yeah, she was so standards. Like, she does this just like my mom. You know, she just we have a wonderful sex life. You know, we have this, we have that. Like, I feel like you would have a certain criteria which would make you wife material if you fit in that type of traditional relationship. Me personally, I don't do that though.
Wife material should be the same thing husband material is. A person that wants to compromise, a person who wants to be married, and a person who is able to give love. You can then determine which the standards of your relationships will be. Because to each his own. She's come up with a list.
I came up with a list that is, but that would be considered bare minimum. I feel like for everybody. I feel like when people say, like, I've said it before too, like the whole flowers and the open doors and all that other shit. Like, I feel like that's nuanced. You know, it's just particular things that would be a part of your specific bare minimum. But I need the list of things I feel like everybody should have. Like, it says being spoken to with kindness, having calls or texts answered and returned, physical respect, general respect, consistency and consideration, basic human decency, and having plans be initiated and followed.
And regular communication.
Is that in there? That's it?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, that too. Yeah. I feel like that's what everybody should have. If it's not on, if you don't check those boxes, then you need to get those.
Bob episode with the rainbow.
If you're used to that, bring it up. Have them meet that standard, you know, because why would you want to settle? Like, why would you want to settle? And that person should want to do things for you. If they feel like it's a chore and they feel like they have to do it because they haven't gotten through their head, then tell them to get to stepping. So, am I right or am I right? Like, okay. Next one.
Teenagers moving in with each other. You wouldn't have moved in?
No, I would not.
You wouldn't have moved in with your boyfriend? Is what you're telling me? Like, it's your problem. Like, I don't understand.
What are your thoughts? Like,
I think this is just as bad as in high school when people would talk about how their moms would let their boyfriends come over and spend the night. And I'm sitting here like, I can't even date. What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, we sleep in my bed. And do what? Like, and that, you know, that freedom sounds nice as a teenager until you get pregnant. Until you get so emotionally over attached because you're doing too many things at once at such a young age that now you can't function and you don't have an identity without them, and Teenagers should not move in with each other. I understand if it's like a situation where you were kicked out at 18 and forced to, you know, your parents are one of them and you're forced to do things by yourself, and yeah, that's stretching it. But I mean, at that point, you've been kicked out. You're an adult. You're on your own, so you can do what you want.
Adult.
But if you're adult. Yeah. But if
willingly,
no.
Let's get away.
Extenuating
danger.
Yeah, circumstances to this one. Because of course, if a child is getting beat in a home and they're like covered in bruises, all right. That's max. Other than that, please stop that. Please stop this now. Please stop this now.
Well, me personally, I used to want to move in with my significant other, but I never saw it with my age ending in teen. I never saw that. But it actually just didn't make sense to me. It actually just didn't make sense to me at all.
Ever at all, actually.
It didn't. Even it didn't matter if she said, you can move with me if your mom doesn't. You know, it's okay. Even now, I just wouldn't. Now I wouldn't do it. There was extenuating things going on or whatever. But like, I feel like just having that. I feel like it also, that's a commitment type of thing. Like, yes, I do want to move in with you, but at the same time, it's like we are babies still. We literally just graduated high school and we still need to find our own individuality And I feel like with having that person literally glued right next to you, coming home to that person every day, I feel like that's a lifestyle that you can literally wait for. You can literally wait for that. Enjoy your 20s, enjoy your teens, enjoy all that, because you can really do that any time of your life. Live with your significant other any time of your life. Anytime. That's some grounded shit right there, because you're gonna miss out on a whole bunch of stuff. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But what do you? I mean, what the fuck look like a 50-year-old at a club with kids? Like, don't that it looks like you don't have your priorities straight. Like, that's what it looks like. So I feel like it's much better, and it's just fun when you're young. Just enjoy the fun days, because especially God forbid that does not work out, then what? That's all you know. That's all they only know you. And then I don't know, I just feel like, especially in your 20s, you're still figuring out adulthood. So for you to then have somebody right next to you, you're gonna think having someone right next to you is normal until that shit's gone, and you gotta relearn shit with you being by yourself.
I'm okay with, depending on the circumstance, I'm okay with in my 20s living with a significant other.
You have to look at it in this way too. It's not just we're gonna be together like, oh my god, it's cute, like we see each other every day now. When y'all have problems, I'm not saying you can't walk away,
but you live in
the same and then,
but you shouldn't want, okay,
you shouldn't, but people do, and another thing is, for some people, it's, especially around this time, there's not a lot of people our age that has a place, that come together and get a place. It's always you come live with me, or they come live with you, and then it becomes we have this spot, a problem happens, get out of my house. It went from our house to my house. So if you're really dead set on having a place with your partner, find a place together.
Yes.
And you have to be able to work out the things you got, the problems you have now, try and work out while you're out with each other, so as it gets closer to where you guys have a place together, you're able to deal with it. But you're from one extreme to the next, and y'all don't even talk about shit now, to where you have to talk about shit now. Amen, say man.
Girl, the fuck talk about it. That's a whole other issue though. I
have a question.
I'm also okay with being married young. That's where I belong with that. Continue.
Okay, alright. So anyways, how do you feel about the don't go to bed angry?
It's a nice concept. In a perfect world, that is the concept. However, it doesn't always happen, and sometimes you do need to sleep and think about it, or let enough time pass where now your emotions are calmed down and you can talk about it. So I would like that to be the standard, but it's not gonna happen all the time.
I never really thought about that until, I guess, later in life, only because that's all I've heard of, like, oh, don't go to sleep angry, like talk about the situation, whatever. But then there's married couples out there that are still together and would say that's probably the worst advice they've ever gotten. And the first year of marriage is always the hardest. So when you hear don't go to bed angry, it's just like, you're just forcefully doing that, when sometimes some problems you could really sleep on and be like, yo, that was dumb. Like, you don't really have to talk about it. So there's some things like I guess, I don't know, like, let's say your fucking boyfriend stepped on your shoe and you're like, oh, that was fucking annoying, and he keeps doing it because it's funny, and then you go to sleep and you're genuinely like gonna beat his ass, like, okay, like, yeah, like that, and then you wake up the next day like, oh, that's I'm like, just don't do it again, okay, yeah, whatever. But it's like, if you're forced, we have to talk about this right. We have to talk about this right now. I just really think that you're disrespecting me. You just actually don't want to be with me anymore because you just keep stepping on my like that. Like, there's certain things you don't have to have a full blown conversation. You really hurt my feelings inside because of like, sometimes it's not that serious. And you lose a lot of sleep over that. So even just having a boyfriend, not even just husband, and this, like, you're losing a lot of sleep, babe. I lost a lot of sleep because niggas just want to talk about their feelings. In Cameron's words, your feelings are valid. I'm just saying. And you already know I don't do confrontation. So it's like, if I want that break, I'll go to sleep. And I have this issue, we have to work on it. Whether it's my friends, my significant other, whatever the case may be. In my mind, if I feel like something is wrong, I will reject you before you reject me.
Yo.
I will distance myself before you come to me. You can say we need to talk, and I will ignore you the rest of the day after that.
I get that though.
The anxiety in you will eat that shit up. If you come near me, I'm gonna have something to do. Like, no. If I feel something's off between us, between me and my boyfriend, anything like that, I have this problem with just shutting down. I will, cause it's kind of like I hurt you before you hurt me, but it's like I'm not.
It's not
trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, me personally definitely did that with my boyfriend. But I can't do that with my boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So like I'm actually being physically forced to not do that. So now I've gotten, I guess, into the comfortability of talking about it when it needs to be talked about. So, and I'm sure the urgency and the feelings will change when we are in the same space together. But yeah, it's not a good way to go at all, actually. What? What?
Really thinks we're right here.
Oh.
Got a nigga. I gotta
hit the.
When you have a work
small, like. Whoa. You're funny. You're funny. Funny as I've heard.
Question. The last question.
Work husbands and work wives. Next week.
Would you be polyamorous / polygamous if you had a significant amount of money? So my question. I don't know why I thought of it. I think because I think when we wrote down the last question of just like significant others, whatever. I don't know. I think that's just money, whatever, fun. Cause you know, there's a perfect example could be what's the name? Andrew Tate. He was homeless and looking like a bum, ugly as and he went from that to having all the money in the world. He's taking guys, girls, dating multiple women at once. Well, he says, you know, when he's in a relationship, he's a good man, but you know, he has money, status, you know, power, all the other shit, whatever. Power.
He tried to advocate for why men should be able to cheat, so I don't believe that shit.
Okay. You know, he's man with money. Yeah, if I was to make a certain amount of money, would I want to be multiple men? No, because I feel like you're just out for my money. I feel like I would have a lot more trust issues if I had money.
See, but men take that the other way.
Really?
And use it as control. You need me for my money. Like, yeah. Which is, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I would have a lot more trust issues. I've definitely looked into, if I was to win the lottery right now, how to do it safely and assertively. You know, what are your thoughts? What would you... Let's say me or...
Listen. Deep down, I'm a lover girl, okay? I need my nigga. I need my nigga. And it's me and my nigga, okay? In the past, have I dated? Date is a loose term now. I dated multiple people.
Are you... Okay.
At a time.
Go ahead.
Why? Would you think... Would you use a different word?
I was gonna ask you, is it actually dating? That's what I was gonna...
Yeah, there will have people I slept with and people I did.
Okay, that's why.
Okay. Some of those people that I did sleep with, I was also dating. Yeah, not dating as in a relationship, but dating as in going on dates or spending time, whatever the was. I definitely, cause who gonna stop me? But just because I have a significant amount of money doesn't mean that I want to be in multiple relationships. I want my one relationship.
Honestly,
I want this fish. That's great, okay? All these other fish, would like to come into my fish world, that's great. No, I want this fish. I like my fish. I love my one fish. That's my baby.
Disgusting.
No, I literally don't.
I think it's different for men just because, like you said, like the whole like you need my money, you need this, but it's also because men like to be flashy.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's different for men just because with having that money, that power, the women, oh my god, he's successful, he's power hungry, he's this, he's that. That attracts them. But for a man, like there's some men like that. Yeah. But like there's not gonna be a woman, well, I'm not saying there's not, I'm just saying there's not a lot of women that will take in, I guess, that role as a man and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for a man, I'm gonna do this, be flashy, I'm gonna buy them, take them on dates, stuff like that. It's usually they will still want to be taken out, but they want to be catered to even more, actually.
Yeah.
So
and it's also because we're not just sex driven like you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all are so primal that you let that get in the way of your decision making. Imagine.
Imagine.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm fucking him, he can take my money. No, actually, I'm gonna and take your money. Like, no.
This woman on TikTok, she was just saying how she went on this date. They went to go get sushi, and that's when she's like, okay, like I think I'm ready to go home. And the man said, wow, like spent $150 on sushi. I can't even get a job. She said, huh? He's like, it was just a joke. She said, take me to home now.
Yeah, take me home now. What? Am I a hooker? You ugly bitch. Like, that's so ugly. You niggas are so ugly.
Even on my first
he let himself spend $150 for some sexual play. I'll be damned.
Goddamn.
I also don't see the point of polyamory.
Yeah, I see the point as in like a I guess to get around
an outlet.
It just sounds like human Twitter, or not, sorry, human Tinder. But like to actually set your life with somebody.
It just sounds like you don't know how to not be primal. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it just sounds like a lack of stability,
a lack of self-control.
Yeah.
I feel like
what's the word?
Free and no.
It just sounds like caveman.
Then don't get into a relationship. Like, stop.
Sounds cavemanish. Like,
it's like natural.
Is it like I hate when they try to bring up the in old times, like us men were made to like reproduce, like that you just
yeah. And you know what? And let's bring that point up. Yes, men with multiple wives have enough money to take care of all of those multiple wives. You all can't get a job at Target.
And that's our TED Talk today.
Honestly.
You know, you guys just DM us if you guys want any topics to be thrown in this one, you know, for episode 5. We'll see if I get it up in time. It's the little Flippins Beach.
Kimberly Alicia.
Are we off in this hole?
I think so.
Bye!
Trapped in my mind, I can't make this shit up. Got my mental ill and my perception fucked up. What do I like? I don't know what I like. I'm too versatile, that's why I put up a fight.
Put up a fight like Javante Davis. Niggas say they love me, but they steady hate. Said they on the ground.
Oh my god, here goes this nigga.